Why does the United States still engage with Pakistan's military even as trust erodes? And how does India's long-term strategy differ from Pakistan's tactical moves in global geopolitics? Let's break down 5 hard truths that define America's balancing act between these two nuclear neighbors. For decades, the US has been caught between India, a rising democratic giant, and Pakistan, a volatile but strategically located player. This isn't just a news report, it's a deep dive into the heart of global power dynamics. Is the US playing a double game, or is this just the cold calculus of international relations? We'll dissect the meetings, the military aid, and the underlying tensions that shape South Asia's future. Stay with me as we uncover why America can't quit Pakistan even as it embraces India for the 21st century. Pakistan's leverage isn't about economic power or democratic values, it's about geography and chaos management. Sitting at the crossroads of Central and South Asia, Pakistan is a gateway the US can't ignore. Washington needs Pakistan for access to Afghanistan, intelligence, and a foothold in a volatile region. This is a transactional relationship, not a partnership of ideals. Pakistan has mastered being both arsonist and firefighter, offering counter-terrorism cooperation while allegedly harboring extremists. This double game has secured billions in aid and military hardware. Every US administration knows disengaging from Pakistan risks losing ground to rivals like China and losing eyes on nuclear assets. So the US holds its nose and engages, because the alternative is worse. Pakistan's location and ties to China make it an unavoidable piece on the global chessboard. The US engages not out of trust, but out of cold strategic calculation. Managing spoilers like Pakistan is a critical, if distasteful, part of the game. That's the hard truth behind America's ongoing engagement. The US-Pakistan relationship is really between the Pentagon and Pakistan's military headquarters in Rawalpindi. For over 70 years, deep military ties have been built through joint exercises, officer exchanges, and billions in hardware. This military-to-military channel often operates independently of civilian diplomacy. When politics sour, the generals keep talking, because this is the most stable line of communication. The US sees the Pakistani army as the true power center and custodian of nuclear weapons. Selling F-16s and training Pakistani pilots creates long-term dependency and interoperability. It's a tactical partnership, counter-terrorism, securing supply lines, and checking regional threats. Public spats don't sever these ties. The military engagement continues behind the scenes. The US sees the Pakistani military as a flawed but necessary tool. Even when leaders clash, the institutional bond is too important to break. That's why military cooperation endures, no matter the rhetoric. The recent Trump-General Munir meeting wasn't a strategic realignment, it was pure tactics. For Munir, it's about legitimacy and signaling that the army is Pakistan's real power broker. For Trump, it's about keeping options open and engaging with the real decision-makers. This was a transactional conversation, not a meeting of shared values. The mistrust from Trump's first term still lingers. This was a tactical probe, not a declaration of renewed friendship. The US relationship with India operates on a different level entirely. Engagement with Pakistan's military is about risk management, preventing a nuclear-armed state from spiraling out of control. The Trump-Munir meeting fits this pattern: necessary, tactical, but not transformational. It's business, not a blossoming alliance. India's position is not threatened by these tactical moves. Now, let's look at the India-US relationship, a strategic banquet compared to the transactional fast food of US-Pakistan ties. This partnership is built on shared democratic values, economic interdependence, and a vision for a free Indo-Pacific. Engagement spans military, economic, technological, and people-to-people ties. Initiatives like ICT and collaborations in space, health, and climate show the breadth of cooperation. India's vibrant diaspora acts as a living bridge. Crucially, India maintains its strategic autonomy, never a junior partner, always an equal. The US respects India's independence and rising power. With India, the US builds solutions for the future. With Pakistan, it manages problems. Conversations with New Delhi are about co-creating a stable world order. With Rawalpindi, it's about preventing collapse. One is a forward-looking partnership of choice, the other, a backward-looking necessity. India's value to the US is long-term and global. Pakistan offers only short-term regional fixes. The US sees India as the democratic counterweight to China in the Indo-Pacific. India anchors stability, balances China, and offers an alternative development model. A strong democratic India is in America's long-term interest. India's economic rise makes it a partner for the century, an innovation hub and engine of global growth. US companies see India as vital to global supply chains. This economic integration creates resilient shared interests. The US bets on India because it's stable, predictable, and globally minded. India shapes global debates. Pakistan is stuck in regional rivalry. America's strategic future depends on India's central role. Pakistan may win tactical innings, but India is playing to win the match. The US engages both, one for short-term access, the other for long-term alliance. Strategic stability beats opportunistic leverage. The US-Pakistan relationship is a risk management tool. The US-India partnership is a strategic investment. This isn't a zero-sum game. A meeting with a Pakistani general doesn't diminish the deep US-India relationship. The two relationships are fundamentally different in scope and ambition. India's value is clear, and our path is secure. The US-India partnership is built on the solid foundation of shared democratic destiny.